Hello and welcome to another update. In this one will be a short one where we'll be covering the Kreminna as well as Bakhmut and Donetsk fronts. Starting out in the Kreminna front, we see that the Russian forces are continuing attacks within the southern forest line, where they're trying to recapture some territory lost with the latest Ukrainian offensive. And with this we see that they are trying to prevent the Ukrainians from attacking Kreminna from the south by attacking first, which allows them to recapture the territory and push the Ukrainians back. And this fighting going on in the south is very intense, as this is a forested area and there's no room for armored vehicles to pass through. And even if there was in some of these roads wide forest lines, it is very difficult for the tanks to actually drive through, as there would be both mines and individual soldiers fighting with anti-tank gun missiles. So with this we can see that the Russian forces are actually fighting head-to-head with the Ukrainian forces here in the southern parts of the forest next to Kreminna. As for the Bakhmut area itself, we see that the Russian forces have entered the northeastern as well as eastern part of Bakhmut, as they have captured a portion of the residential area to the north as well as to the east of Bakhmut. This has been reported by both Syriac mapping as well as Deep State UA map. Both a neutral and a pro-Ukrainian source has reported on this. And at the same time we see that they have entered this eastern part where they have fought from the highway and are now entering this area after capturing the forest area. And finally they've also captured this garden area, this garden center here to the north of Bakhmut, which means that there's no settlements between the Russian positions and the intersection between the north of Bakhmut and the highway. With this, we see that the Russian forces have fire control over the intersection. Perskovivka and Krasnogora are still significantly important to hold, which allows them to get a proper hold on the northern area rather than just fire control, but completely cutting it off. So now the Ukrainians still have control over the road, but the Russians can fire into any supplies going in or out of Bakhmut from the north. And then finally, in the Donetsk front, there has been a report by Ryber that states that the Russians have managed to advance in 3 directions from Vodyane, to the northeast, to the north, and to the west, where they have captured most of Vodyane itself, and they're advancing towards Sheverne to the north, and they're advancing towards Avdiivka in the northeast. I haven't moved the Ukrainian border because the past couple of times Ryber has reported a large Russian advance. They have since then pulled them back to be much shorter, so I'll keep it as this for now. And other than that, the reason I'm actually reporting on it is because it seems reasonable that they have captured this much, considering how since they captured Vodyane a lot of time has passed and the mapping hasn't been updated since, so this could be a 2-week long advance rather than just 1 day. So that's my take on it, and that's all for this update. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching and have a great day.